Back to Ainu. I think it's almost been a week, so let's jump into it and see what we can't remember. Which will most likely be everything. Except for the fact that we are in a coalition war against a bunch of Indians that can't reach us, and Ming, who I would love to call Glass Cannon Ming, but even after we punched them really hard, they've held it together. Their autonomy is back down to the regular 50%, despite our best efforts. And yeah, they've kept up in tech alright as well. 16 is not that great an advantage right now. Actually no, it makes our cannons extremely good. Let's hope we have a lot of them. 3 and 4. Okay, so we don't have a lot of them. Boy, I can't remember all that much about this. But I've set a lot of mercenaries to hire because, well, we have the ideas for them. That administrative merc cost, merc maintenance, merc availability. Let's put it to use, otherwise we'll get our troops over and get ready to kick some ass. And the first step of kicking that ass will be a dramatic fallback, I rather think. Let's see, we're on... yeah, I rather think it would be in our best interests to fall back for a wee bit. Consider our options. Also consider that there are no forts around here. That is disappointing me slightly. Just remember that war score is just a number, Jake. Yeah, well, coalition wars are tricky because there's that -30 for piecing out them. Ah, well. Yeah, we also have fresh recruits down here. I can't even remember what all we were building. Oh, loads of cannons. That's helpful. Can even check that in the macro builder. Let's see. There are 14 cannons on the go here, so yes. Although didn't I have those guys as rebel control? No, there's no need for rebel control there. Alright, so what I should do is take note of my fleet. No, there's no need, because you guys can just march up there anyway. Alright, well, the fleet needs to be stuck on a fort, so you don't get sieged out so easily. And where is our main fleet? Yeah, it'd be really helpful if I checked all this stuff ahead of time. Wasn't I meant to be picking you guys up? Maybe that would be a better use of my time. I forgot these guys even existed. Now let's get you guys home. Where in the world is my fleet proper? Okay, here we go. That's relatively fine. We have such a better fleet than the enemy. I think those 25 galleys, maybe with a little bit of heavy loving, will be just fine. The rest of you can keep a close eye on the situation here, and we will get to it, preferably not at speed 4. So we're facing this big old coalition because we chewed through this entire area really rather quickly, and that really rustled the jimmies of other Sunnis, which are over here, and Ming is angry. Well, we have been fabricating quite a few claims in the region, so it's not completely not completely far-fetched, but they are perturbed by our actions. Okay, you know what, I'm thinking less about this falling back idea. We have loads of troops here ready to kick their ass. And once these guys get together, we'll have even more. Pashon, not scared of Tango. Ah, okay, now I remember why I had you guys there. You're going to make your way to Gayo once you finish with that, and you're going to go to New Hokkaido, which I do need to defend. You guys protect Gayo for the time being. We only have the one general. I kind of wish we had more, but points are so very scarce. I don't want to... oh well, why not? We'll have a cheeky one. You know, nothing overpowered. Nothing overpowered at all. Let me tell you, during the dev multiplayer session, I rolled so many generals, and you know how many were useful? Absolutely 0 of them until the very end when I rolled something halfway decent. It was like a 3-3-4. It was not easy up until then. Sorry, Lana, but I cannot let you do that. It's only grasslands there, so I'll wait until your movement locked, murder you, and then take this land back. Otherwise, I would quite like all of my mercs. A bit of a shame that you aren't ready there just yet, but I want all of my mercs up here. Mercs should be your front line when manpower is scarce. And let me tell you, manpower... the maximum is good, but it is kind of scarce right now. The rebels taking these provinces, they do not scare me one bit. They can't do anything because they're in Fort Zone of Control land. Really, that information needs to be communicated a lot better in this game. So what we should do is march north so that we can hold the jungles here. And then as soon as possible I'm going to get that infantry out of here. You there. Pick up my troops. No, that was never necessary. We're all done here, right? No, not quite. Almost, though. In fact, boom. I would like all of you to report to Yahor right now. Jake, you did the graphic for this campaign? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the cover image? I did not. We've grown to the point that we can outsource that kind of stuff these days. Champa? No, you may not. We'll get all of our land back, get those cores going, and this is one of the main reasons I want the mercenaries here. I cannot be taking this attrition. We'll get you folks on a Utah. Don't care about my air that much. But you're probably best off there right now. Oh shoot, this is a bad idea. I've got you guys marching through New Hokkaido when I don't want you there. That's actually going to wipe a few of you. Most unfortunate. I mean, I could reinforce it, but it's just going to kill more people. Especially since most of you are artillery, right? Oh well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Okay, yeah, this is really why we want these folks up here right now, otherwise they're just going to waste away. Because they're going to slam into us with rather a lot of units. We put Champa on Scootage, so they are not in... They're not actually involved in this war. Also, Castile, thank goodness, even though you are getting ravaged by Portugal. You triggered the spice trade, which means our spice provinces, many of them, they're now worth 50% more. That's actually going to be a significant increase to our economy. We should celebrate with some better buildings. Marketplaces are not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking loads of manpower, the buildings. Anything that gives me, I don't know, 750 or more, I'll be very interested in that. Wow, some of these have great manpower. Kind of unbelievable to think it's these colonies that are so good. But they are, and I'm taking it. Actually, they're not so good. That only means they have a base 3 manpower if it's giving me 750, but still, I'll take it. I'm so happy that it doesn't cost military power to do that anymore. Okay, this is getting expensive for us. I also somewhat suspect that these are not going to reflip. No point losing our heir to one of these. What a joke of a battle there, waste of manpower, really. Let's get you folks back there. And yeah, I don't want this infantry churning away my manpower right now. We'll get you behind fort lines. Jake, did I see that Oman had migrated? Well, migrated is one way to put it. I'd say I just really took over the place, spreading that Ibadi love. Ibadi is such a rare religion. It's a shame that it's utter garbage. I'd really like to see more made of it. Oh, speaking of utter garbage, fight a little better, would you? There we go. Well, I lost far more manpower than I deserved to with that. It was because I had artillery on the front lines. It's almost not worth repairing you. I should have just let them do Hokkaido, but pride got to me there. So we'll keep you guys... yeah, over there will do. Those will be desieged, and yeah, I can't really afford to be losing manpower anymore. Get you folks together. Get out of my land. Whoever you are. Shamar. Don't even know you. Fortunately, it shows superiority. We'll be getting tons of war score from that. Really though, there's nothing that extreme to this battle. Or this entire war. This is not finished, huh? At least that's what I'm thinking at the moment. The supply limit there is minuscule. Yeah, what might actually be better is merging these folks up. I mean, 10... You guys will all fight together there, I'm sure. This is to be expected. Oh, snap. This is not to be expected. He's not meant to be beating me here. How is he managing that? Superior morale? Heavies? Nah, none of that really... Oh. No, this is an inland sea. Guess we're just bad. Ah, right. Tech 12 is a great boost to morale there. See if we can't back them up. I don't want to lose any battles since it is a show superiority war. Still, our morale and number of boats is plunging horribly. Back 'em up, lads. Right, that should make it go in our favour now. Whew. Live dangerously or don't live at all. Jake, lazy diplomats, true, but I'm unsure what even to do with them. Could get claims on Khmer. Champa, I did already flip you to Glorious Shinto. And, oh, nicely done, enforcing heritage and base value, so you got 4. If I can get you to accept other cultures like Khmer, that's rather nice. Then we can get these done like dinner. It's all Hindu and Theravada, so that'll be easy enough to do. But why even get claims? I mean, I've got Holy War. Guess if there's anyone worth claiming, that would be Little Pegu. Alright, thank goodness we won that, but we did not deserve to. Detach the damaged, perhaps. Get them healed up in Lim Chao for as long as Lim Chao remains ours. Probably won't be that long. Otherwise, feel the burn. Ah, dearie me. Don't want to leave a token force here because they might just get walloped, but I need my good general. Yeah, they nailed Canton as well. This is a little unfortunate, but at least our forces are vastly superior here. Jake, there's less people here than during Patrician. Well, just goes to show, Patrician is the game. Guess people really have Patrician tastes. We're going to need better backup around here. Fortunately, there's all the supply a man could need right over there. And backup troops as and when needed. Right, Batani is down. I should just stroll in and take that land. Overextension is a little high. And that wouldn't be too much to be bothered about. I got no friends either, and yeah, they would just join the coalition against me. I may as well put them out of their misery. I mean, it's the right thing to do. Good thing a fair chunk of those guys healed up. Some of these guys are really keen to die. Leaving behind my cannons because they can keep the siege going a lot better. It means that my battle here is significantly worse for it, but what you gonna do? Thankfully, none of the people we're at war with have cores on this jeez. They want me dead, really. Really very dead. Yeah, we can spare 4 cannons. It's not pleasant, but... Actually, it ended up being a waste of time since our cannons weren't deployed. All the other people were deployed first. Alright, forget all that then. It's only a capital fort, all they need are 5 cannons. Ah, how lovely. So I'll just remember to team you guys up with them, and then everything is hunky-dory. And yes, lazy colonist, I'm getting right on it. I should also consult the map I have of which provinces I can and cannot take. I think this is the limit for Papa. So we shall not stray any further than this. Because, you know, we're only taking exactly what Imperial Japanese borders were. Not straying outside of that at all. Jeez, they do not give up now, do they? Alright, that being the case, I really should jump in with everything I can. Since they don't want to drop that for love nor money. And yeah, that coalition war -30 is really very harsh. Oof, right, we're gonna need to back that up on the double. I'm not even sure if these are 2 separate units or not. I've kind of lost track of it all. Jake, absolutely love those borders. Good job. Why, thank you. Thank you, Magikarp. Hearing that almost makes it all worthwhile. All the blood, sweat, and tears that other people do. Crivens, those Ming guys. They pack a punch, and I'm not so sure of manpower is what I'm needing at the moment, since mercs are helping us out with that. We'll get the morale at the moment, since it means we'll suddenly be doing a lot more morale damage than them. Morale damage is based off maximum morale. I say it probably every video, but that's because it's really, really important. Paying attention to any potential rebel uprisings now, have we? Malaccan separatists wish to rise up, but that is really the opposite of a problem. Also, that Ming General 424? Well, fire is becoming more of a thing, but still not the thing. You're not who I want there, you're who I want there. Baguette doing the first navigation, how dare they? That's actually kind of nice. Ayuta, who we kind of tried to befriend earlier, is at war with our enemies. And since we weakened them to such a degree, it's really rather helping. Right, again, we have the foot troops that we don't really want here now, do we? Let's just spread them out a touch. The issue with this is that we can't catch a break with getting reinforcements here. Probably should get my my air in on this. Also, I shouldn't have such battered units taking up the front lines here. Okay. Speaking of things I shouldn't be doing, I forgot all about that Patai unit. Thankfully they're in a separate war, so I don't really have to worry about them. Alright, this battered and bruised unit can go down and deal with them then. All I left behind were some artillery, so it's not the end of the world. Normally I'm far more protective of my manpower, but I'm not so concerned about it this time, because this war, actually, I should be able to start stab hitting them out. Not quite yet. Grab those battles as and where you can. Pop. It'd be nice once we crush this coalition. We should be fairly free to expand the borders to their logical extreme. Logical extreme. Now there's a wonderful phrase used in Caesar 3. Now what I really loved about Caesar 3, the voice actor for Caesar, that was a man's man. Jake, are you Western yet, or do you plan on Westernizing? There are no plans to Westernize. And so Western we shall not be. Smash him. Actually, they've got a fairly good general if they're not giving in to our glorious leader here. Still, might proves right. Get out of here, Mong Yang. Of course, zone of control rules. Still, if they really want to go there, that's their business. You've spawned right where I don't want you, since that missionary is doing God's work. And he is so almost done. If the siege is lost, the progress will be lost too. No, it isn't. I better take a screenshot of that and mind that one when I get back to the office. Still, you will need to be dealt with. Better to keep you guys here. Jake, you're being invaded by the Maldives. I wouldn't really call this an invasion. They can't even take that fort, and they know it. Okay, again, separatists, but they won't actually do anything. Because they're in a fort zone of control. Goodbye, manpower. It was nice knowing you. Just kidding. It was awful. Bloomin' Ming. I don't want to push this war though, it's just not worth my time. Could grab another fort though, couldn't hurt. Yeah, I will admit they do have heart. Okay, now he's going for Johor. That is something to think about at the very least, but I can send off 2 of you to quickly recapture that. That'll get the missionary doing his job again. Ah, there they go, Maldives. Yeah, I should get a whole bunch more of these cogs on the go. Not cogs, galleys, but they're busy being done. I don't want to screw up my setup right now. Jake, you have 50 war score. Can't you stab hit them now? Now that I wonder. Doesn't say anything about it, but let's give it a go. Ming is at +2. Still at +2, I guess not. Stab hitting was serious business in the dev multiplayer, I tell you that. There was little other choice. Fuck. Come to think of it, good. Overextension is down to utterly nothing. This, though, this could be an issue. Don't want them thinking for one moment that they are superior. Oh, but they might just be doing that. There we go, finally that'll get them out of here. They've lost the coalition war -30. I'd probably take a Utah for my troubles. And maybe some... stingy. Okay, well how about you revoke your cores on some of this? Just one? One will do. But I do want a Utah. I want it rather a lot. Cheers, big ears. Ha, we even had a claim here. How fortuitous. There we go. Nothing to it, although we did already have the might. A little anticlimactic, you might say, and you'd be right. You guys shouldn't be there. Patani must have military access through here then. Pegu, almost got more claims to grab there. Now, I don't want these forts falling, not at all. Worth paying attention to where all my mercs are. It's all there and... yes, there. Just ditch the artillery. The rest of you guys can get to work. Jake, Ming declare war, but where are Ming's troops? Are they still on their leisure island? Some of them are, but they still sent a good, what was it, 50 or 70,000 my way. It's not like they were slacking. Speaking of slacking, I want that port blockaded. So I'll get some faster war score on the go here. And let's murder these fellows. Actually, this is a very, very bad army composition. What have I been doing lately? Where do all these horses come from? Ah, well. Get them killed anyway. But not without some cannons helping you out. Not really concerned about autonomy. That kind of goes both ways. If I were to increase it, I wouldn't be missing that income. If I decreased it, I wouldn't really be worrying about the rebels. I'll get them anyway. That's good. That's only mercenaries dying. And they only cost money to reinforce, money which we have hand over fist. Still, no sense spending what I don't have to. It's not how it works around here. Jake, you're going to completely take down Ming. Now the goal for this campaign is Imperial World War II Japanese borders. So ask yourself, what did Japan take? And that will be what Ainu takes. Some people are asking for cultural map mode. Now that I can get behind. Ainu have completely eradicated the Japanese. Island 11 belongs only to the Ainu. They have been taught proper beard grooming. I expect nothing less. What have you been doing lately, Jake? Scrubbing up with two... Ah, that's enough of you. Korea is an idea, but I would rather consolidate my ownership of this area, and I can do that really rather quickly. I should probably be taking down Pegu straight away. They're only allied with Ayutthaya, and Ayutthaya is allied with Mongyang. Mongyang may or may not get involved if we're fighting Ayutthaya. Kind of think it, Ayutthaya may not get involved if we fight you. Wow, you would. I can't make you a co-belligerent anyway, and I don't remember guaranteeing you. Need to get rid of that. Lan Na seems like more like someone I want to guarantee. Same with Mong Yang, but I don't have the diplomats at the moment. Yeah, Pegu's gonna have to die. I can feed some Ayutthaya land to my glorious vassal, Khmer. Champa, rather. Don't care about the Laotians at all. No need. Nah. Guaranteeing Lana is a pretty terrible idea. You, on the other hand... Yeah, I could guarantee Ayutthaya's independence. That sounds like a good idea. Khmer, you were never involved, and I don't have any CB on you, do I? Could go Conquest, that's nice and simple. Costs me dip, mind you, but why not? Only allied with Orissa. We do not fear the Orissa. Jake, if you have so much money, why don't you build manpower buildings? I already did build manpower buildings. So we can revoke that guarantee, because really I don't want to guarantee them. Otherwise, Pegu, you are a cool 94 to consume. Tangu, of all people, are trying to chew you up and spit you out. But I will chew up and spit out everything else you have there. Because I believe our border extends up to here. Or rather, that's where it will extend up to. Kind of have no manpower for this, which is unfortunate. So that seems like a good reason to get our mercs on the go for it. The issue of what Japan did and did not take is rather loosely defined though, but we have a provincial map mode. Suo. Suo I do not want autonomy in, because it's somewhere I build boats. 33 dip is out of the question though, and why would you rise up in West Timor? Pshaw, not worth my time. That autonomy will drain away anyway, because we're now a glorious empire. Oh lordy, that autonomy reduction. Tropical wood is not good news, don't let anyone fool you. Alright, Pegu. Ayutthaya might get involved, that's their prerogative. It's a shame I can't just make them co-belligerent, but I can just feed them to Champa. Actually, no, that's not true at all. I can't feed them to Champa unless Champa get involved. Like, really carnally involved. Disabling scrutage gives them 25% liberty desire. I don't want that either. Let's think about this carefully and logically then. No, what I should do is feed them Chimera. I can take the rest of this garbage. I'll give them... It's tricky, isn't it? Alright, there's no need to get Champa involved right now. Besides, they're still a bit uppity against me because I forced them to become Shinto. And for some reason they don't like that. I can give them... I can pay them down with prestige though. You know what, why not? Let's placate their rulers for a little bit. It'll help us out in the long run. Otherwise though, Pegu, it is time to go. War is hell. Sweni must be their vassal of some description. Also, poor thing about doing that is that I accidentally ended the core creation of this province. So I probably won't be able to take as much as I want here. Let's see, 23, 36, 48, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90... Tough. We'll be okay. Except for our manpower. That is certainly not okay. How is your tech, Jake? Tech is fairly miserable, but then we are Chinese. Chinese technology, that is. It's fairly worth getting Man of War, because that naval morale is stupendous. But we'll pass on it right now, because it is not necessary at this exact moment. Stacks cry out for more artillery. And people are asking for various things. The economy tab, which does this thing when you do it at the turn of the month. Wow, I'm making, I think, more money than I am as Venice in the multiplayer game. That's good and bad. I need to do better as Venice, clearly. Ayutan separatists. I fell into my cunningly laid trap that I definitely planned in advance. Okay, we're only helping our enemy by doing this. Let's get out of here. And ignore the people complaining about Roman fever. Builds character. Wasn't paying attention. Was my heir in a siege? I don't think he was. So I didn't lose stability. And instead I got myself a swanky heir. Shame about the average claim. But I need those admin points since we are going to be coring a lot of land. A heck of a lot of land.